Welcome friends, it's Ray. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I am working on a page in my art journal that I've recently started. And I'm finding that this is a great way to get the juices flowing and to play with various techniques and learn them. So I am having so much fun. I wanted to share this with you. I made my art journal page from Canson XL watercolor paper. Here I am playing with rice paper, different sheets of it. And the consistency is, I would say, a cross between paper and fabric. And so the best way to tear it is to use water on a paintbrush to make a line or shape of where you want to detach it, and then it will be easy to detach. And I'm detaching them from several different sheets of rice paper so that I get a unique collage and something that's interesting. And so I'm just going to try and make sure I've dispersed my different colors throughout. I want to make sure that I have a good amount of color and contrast throughout my layout. Okay, I've got my 4.5 by 6 art journal page. I am going to be covering my journal holes. Here I'm applying some gel medium, and this is basically has a glue consistency, so I'm going to be able to glue this rice paper down. So as I go through, I will add my paper, and I am just changing the direction to make it more interesting. I'm bringing in some newsprint and tearing that and adding that in areas. I am loving how my rice paper collage is forming. Let's talk in the comments. Do you practice your techniques before you start them on a project, or do you just start your project and let the project flow where it flows? I do that sometimes too, but I'm finding with this art journaling that I can just practice so freely. So this is so freeing for me. So I'm almost done. I will add some more of that book print page and then a smaller piece of rice paper. And as I add this, I'm leaving lots of leftover pages. I will certainly keep most of that. Sometimes you only need the smallest piece, so I can keep that for a future project. That looks good, and so now I'm going to go over the entire thing just to secure everything down, and then I will. All right, so after this dries, then I will trim the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off because I don't want that glue to stick on it. Okay, I picked out some ephemera from the music collection, Stamperia, and I'm just going around the edges with my archival ink in Vintage Photo, just to kind of darken up those edges that are really light you know, after having been cut out. So that's very nice instruments. Okay, not sure I'm going to use all of these, but I just want to be ready in the event that I do. Okay, and these two I actually cut with the music note dies from my stash. I cut them from an old book page. Did mount the book page on some black cardstock and trimming a little of that off. And so with these, I want to just kind of give them a more of a brownie look, vintagey look. I think that will fit in well better with my design. And now that my panel is dry, now I'm going to just take my long scissors and trim that down. So now I've trimmed that down. That looks really good. I'm going to bring in my paste, just a texture paste, and a stencil, and just give that some stenciling. I'm just adding this white paste in random, maybe 3 different locations using the rule of 3. And I will be sure to list the name of the stencil below in the description bar, not recalling it at the moment. So I'm going to go around the edges of the entire panel with my vintage photo. This gives my page a finished and antiqued look. Now I'm going to add my ephemera pieces to my panel to finish it off. I'm going to add some gel medium over top of all of my ephemera pieces just to seal those in. I'm using the Tim Holtz Small Talk stickers to bring in a quote or phrase for my page, and then I'm inking that with archival ink around the edges just to tone it down and give it that same vintage look as the rest of the panel. I'm adding liquid glue to the back just to reinforce the adhesive. And then bringing in acrylic white spray and just using a paintbrush to splatter that on for those finishing touches. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked the video, and if not a subscriber, will subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Until next time, good day, friends.